Welcome. If you're a real estate agent navigating transactions, an attorney assistant learning the ropes, a lender supporting your clients, or simply curious about the ins and outs of real estate, you're in the right place. This video will help you confidently understand common title issues, giving you the tools to address challenges head-on. At Allied Capital Title, we understand that the closing process can sometimes feel overwhelming. That's why we're here to break down complex real estate transactions and provide insights that make each step more manageable for you and your clients. Today, we're focusing on what can be a major hurdle in the closing process: common title issues. These are problems that can slow things down, cause unexpected roadblocks, or in some cases, jeopardize a deal if not addressed properly. But here's the good news. Understanding what these issues are and how they're resolved can help you proactively manage expectations and keep your transactions moving forward. We'll walk you through common title issues in Illinois and Indiana, from minor setbacks to more significant challenges. By the end, you'll have a stronger grasp of what to expect and how to best guide your clients when these situations arise. Sound good? Let's get started. So, what exactly do we mean by title issues? Simply put, these are obstacles in the property's chain of title or ownership history that must be cleared before the sale can go through. Think of the title as the story of a property's life. A title issue is like a missing or mismatched piece of that story. It could be something as simple as unpaid taxes, or it could involve more complex situations, like a lien from a previous owner that's never been resolved. Some issues take minutes to clear up, while others can take weeks or even months. But all of them serve the same purpose: to ensure the property is legally ready to transfer ownership. Now, let's explore some of the most common title issues and how they're resolved. One of the first red flags during a title search is delinquent property taxes. These are property tax payments that the current owner has missed, often the first or second installment for the year. The solution here is pretty simple. At closing, the seller typically pays these delinquent taxes through the settlement process. This ensures the new buyer takes ownership without inheriting any tax debt. But what if taxes are unpaid for more than a year? That's when we move into the next issue. If property taxes go unpaid for too long, they can be sold at a tax sale, meaning the county has sold the unpaid property tax to a third party who now holds a claim against the property. Fortunately, these situations are handled through the county clerk's office, including payoff, interest, and release. Delays can happen because payment must be made with certified funds, like a cashier's check, and some counties require an appointment to complete the process. With a little coordination, sold taxes can be cleared, and your transaction can stay on track. But timing matters. It's best to wait until you have a confirmed closing date, since interest and fees continue to add up. The payoff must be exact, down to the cent, or it may be rejected. Title professionals work closely with the county clerk to ensure everything is accurate and finalized at the right time. Mortgages from the current owner are almost always part of the transaction. If they've taken out a loan to buy the property, it'll need to be paid off before a new owner can take the title. Fortunately, this is typically straightforward. The seller requests a payoff statement from their lender, and the amount is dispersed directly at closing. Once payment is received, the lender is responsible for recording the release of the mortgage with the county recorder's office. Timing can vary depending on the lender, but this step is essential to clear the title for the new owner. Sometimes we hit a snag with mortgages that go further back in the property's history. Prior owner mortgages are particularly tricky if they were never released from the title. For instance, if a property was sold 20 years ago, but the lender at the time didn't file a proper release, the record still shows the mortgage is active. To resolve this, title professionals or attorneys have to track down the prior lender or the company that merged with it. This can take time, but it's essential to ensure the new owner doesn't inherit any unresolved liens. A similar challenge comes with old mortgages that were paid off but never legally released. These are especially common when the original lender has gone out of business or been acquired by another bank. Clearing these mortgages requires researching who currently holds the authority to file the necessary paperwork. It's a puzzle that can sometimes take weeks to solve, but it must be resolved for the sale to move forward. Municipal liens are another common hurdle. These include charges for things like unpaid stormwater fees, demolition costs, or the city cutting overgrown weeds on any type of property. If these liens are unpaid, they can prevent the transfer of ownership. For example, a property that sat vacant for years might rack up a series of liens for neglect, all of which must be addressed before closing. Tip: if the property went through foreclosure, municipalities can sometimes be reluctant to waive their charges, even if those charges should have been technically cleared in the process. These situations require persistence and patience to resolve. Lis pendens, Latin for suit pending, is a legal notice tied to a pending foreclosure involving the property. While it may sound complicated, these notices are typically cleared by reviewing the property's ownership history and legal records. For instance, if the foreclosure has already been completed and properly documented, the lis pendens can be cleared and won't prevent closing. The key is ensuring all the proper documents are in place to confirm the matter has been resolved. While we've covered the most common title issues we may encounter, there are others, such as tax deeds, mechanics liens, homeowner association liens, state and federal tax liens, and liens against deceased owners. It all just depends on the property. These cases can add complexity and delay, but with proper due diligence, transactions proceed with as much clarity and protection as possible. Title issues are a part of the real estate process, but they don't have to be overwhelming. Knowing what to expect gives you the opportunity to guide your clients with confidence and set realistic expectations along the way. While resolving these issues often involves detailed research and coordination, experienced professionals make it all manageable. The goal is always the same: to ensure your clients walk away with peace of mind and a clear title to their property. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this video has given you a helpful look at the most common title issues and how they're resolved. At Allied Capital Title, we're proud to work behind the scenes to help transactions run smoothly from start to finish. Whether it's clearing liens, handling delinquent taxes, or resolving old mortgages, the goal is always the same: to ensure every closing is a success. Here's to many successful transactions ahead.